Alright, I couldn't take that little bitty door showing there, so I moved the dishwasher over and I just increased the length of this cabinet by the same distance that I moved it over. And this texture is really driving me crazy, so let's take care of that right now too. So I went to my library and pulled up my textures wood, and I need to bring this into my drawing. So you have to use it on something, and so I'm just going to draw this sacrificial object here and drop a texture on it. And then I can delete that object. And what that's done now is when I go to my classes, and I'll choose cabinet case to edit, and I go for my textures, it appears in my drawing. So you can assign the textures from the libraries, but you have to bring them into your drawing first, and you just have to use them once and then delete it. And I found that sort of be the easiest way to do that. And I can change all of those textures right off the bat, and then I want to go back and change the textures of the doors. But isn't this great? I choose other, and let's make this the wood birch panel and see how that looks. There we go. I'm mostly giving them different textures so that you can see them a little bit better. You know, you still don't have a whole lot of control over the texture, how it's mapped on the doors, but this looks a little bit better to me. We'll look at customizing the plugin objects towards the end of the series here. So we've got our lowers in, we've got them looking a little bit better. Let's draw our counters. So the counters are just a series of extrusions, and you can draw them right on the top. You can pick up the automatic plane if you like to do that. Or what I kind of like to do is draw them in top plan and then manipulate the size. So I want to have it overhang 1 inch to the front and 1 inch to this, what looks like the bottom side. And then I can extrude it, Command E, 1.5 inches. And then I can put its bottom Z at 34.5 inches. There we go. There's our counter. If you want to draw it at the correct height, that's fine too. And then what I can do is, at least for some of it, I can drag a copy over to where I need it, and then stretch it, and I can create a copy and rotate that copy. I could have drawn a new polygon, but I've already got this extruded. I've got it at the right height. Snap that in there, and I can pull this to here. I can drag a copy to here. And then the last thing I need to do is create my polygon. And extrude that. Make sure it's closed. I think I've got a little issue in here where it's crisscrossing. Yep, I'm going to do that again. So I'll get my polygon. There we go. Snap to that point. Snap to that point. to do that and then use the program to close it. There we go. And then I can extrude. Okay, put its bottom Z at 34.5. And then I could use my little select similar tool if I had it in my workspace, or just select my extrusions. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and add them together. Add solids. And let's take a look at that. There's our counter. I can give it a texture or a color. And overall, I can give it a texture if I want. I could just give it a solid color